Like what? Oh. Do you like my little laugh? So much to film today. Cool. I'm only gonna wear glasses every once in a while. But I like them. So I was literally just thinking about this. I never know how to start these. So I was thinking about this because I haven't been... What brought me to this, basically, was the fact that I have, like, kind of fallen off of my routine. I'm very routine-oriented, and when I get thrown off of my routine, my diet goes to shit. Well, it doesn't go to shit, but gets thrown off, which affects my, like, activity levels. It affects, like, just my energy levels. And I started to feel, like, really shitty because I was like, oh, I'm not working out as often or as hard as I want to be or as I was. I'm not eating as well as I was. It's bringing me down a little bit. I'm just feeling like more lethargic. Now, I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like disappointed because I was like, I'm getting out of shape. Like I was in much better shape like last month. And then I was like, yeah, but I look a hell of a lot better than I did just last year. Even now, in this like physique that I feel is out of shape. So that brought me to the fact that I'm often not satisfied or proud maybe of my accomplishments like right in the moment. I feel like oftentimes we as people are kind of just like on to the next thing. We're not really taking a second to sit back and appreciate where we are or what we've done or what we have or who we have. And I just think that that's like something that I want to focus more on because I often do feel like I'm not doing enough. I need to do, obviously my job is here on social media. I need to be on YouTube. I need to be on TikTok. I need to be on Instagram. I need to be, talking on Twitter. I need to be posting reels. There's like so many things. And, earlier today, my boyfriend was like, do you want to go out to dinner with some friends? And I was just like, ugh. My first instinct is, no, I have to work, But in the grand scheme of things, it's like, what am I going to be looking back on? What experiences am I going to appreciate more? Is it that I got a jump on this editing? Or is it that I had an experience with friends, especially in a time like this where it's so few and far between. This is during, like, LA is still pretty shut down. Basically, like, outdoor dining and stuff like that, But I think, and I was trying to figure out, like, what contributes to this? Like, why do I feel like or why don't I take enough time to really appreciate where I am and what I've accomplished? Because I can tell you right now, how many years have I been in LA? 6-ish? I don't even know. The stark contrast between where I am now and where I was when I started in the city is, it is so vast and unbelievable. I think it might have something to do with like when you go into something, but you don't necessarily have a plan. Like, for instance, I didn't go to school to become a doctor. I didn't do, I don't know how many years of like medical school. How many years of medical school do you have? Like 25? I don't even know. I didn't like have this set undergrad, graduate, residency, and then bam, I become a doctor and now I'm successful. I didn't have that process, I guess. I did go to school. I did get a degree. And I had a plan that kind of got diverted. And then through a turn of events, I ended up here. But because of that, because it wasn't like a clear-cut plan, I think I kind of have a hard time. I don't necessarily have like milestones where I'm like, oh, I graduated. That's one accomplishment that I can like look back on and be proud of. You know what I mean? I don't know if that really makes sense. And I think for people who, don't necessarily have careers or jobs in social media in and of itself kind of like prevents you from stepping back and appreciating the things that you have because it's constant like consumerism and sell, and you're looking at other people's lives and you think that they're perfect. And I know that even those like people that we think are perfect will come out and say like, look, I'm not perfect, I have flaws too. But that doesn't stop someone from being like, yeah, but your flaws are better than mine. Like, I think that happens. Because I've had experiences in my past when it came to like, I don't know, just confidence in general, regarding the way I look, where I would look at someone and they would be talking about like their flaws or whatever, like things that they were like, yeah, but this happens to me. And I always discounted it. I was always like, yeah, but mine are worse. Or not necessarily that mine are worse, but like, oh, I wish I had those. Those are so much easier to deal with, you know? I don't know. This was just something that I was thinking about recently. And I don't really know how, without like putting, I don't know, written reminders around my apartment, how to force myself to take a second, stop what I'm doing, and just appreciate what I've done. What I just thought was, you know, in a way, I'm thankful for that. Proclivity? So why are you focusing on me? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Yeah, dude, what the fuck? I gotta stop looking away. What was I just saying? You totally just like ruined my thought. Technology, am I right? It was that I'm thankful for that. I'm sort of thankful for that instinct because I think that it's motivating. It pushes you. It prevents you from like going stagnant and just like having goals and being like, I'm not satisfied with this and I want to keep doing more. And part of that I think is like really good. But you don't want it to go so far so that you're not, you know, living in the moment. You're not appreciating what you have, what you've done, and you're constantly looking to like the future. I do this with apartments for some reason. Where I'm living, I feel like I'm never satisfied. And I'm always like, oh, my lifestyle will be so much easier like when I'm in like a better apartment or I'm in a house or whatever, you know? And I don't think that's like a good way of looking at things, to be like, oh, well, this will be better when this, you know? I say you know a lot, you know? Anyway. I don't know, I'm curious like if you do that or which way you lean more towards, you know? And I'm also curious what you think about like, I don't know, outside influences pushes you one way or the other. And then obviously if you have any tips on how to prevent yourself from like not being satisfied with the current moment. I don't know, like what are there specific things that you specifically do that you do to remind yourself not to do, you know, not to overlook it. Yeah. Because I don't really have any. All right. Great talk.